Hi, my name is Glenn.
My name is Ugochi, and we're co-founders of Duburu. So you, this man on my couch. What are you wearing today? And what made you reach for it?
I'm wearing a t-shirt, a printed t-shirt by Trax Apparel. They're a Lagos brand. Why I reached for it? Because it's simple, easy, stands out, unique. All the things that define my fashion.
Yeah, I really like it too. I like black. Black looks good on you.
Thank you.
Okay, and I'm wearing Zephans. This gorgeous outfit from Zephans.
It is.
I love the texture of the fabric. I love this fabric in particular.
What fabric is it?
It's Akwete.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I always love African fabrics.
For parties like traditional weddings or coronations.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I like that she made it into this beautiful dress I can carry with me anywhere I go.
What's one piece in your wardrobe you reach for without thinking?
A white linen shirt all the time. In fact, I had to restrain myself from wearing one today. It's always my go-to. Yeah, I love wearing linen.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of t-shirts, I like...
No, not a t-shirt, a shirt.
I mean, yeah. I'm thinking about myself.
Okay.
I think outside of t-shirts, I like layers, so most likely some sort of jacket or coat or something to always go over what I wear.
Yeah, but I think you wear a t-shirt all the time.
I do wear t-shirts all the time.
Yeah.
My fashion is simple.
What's the first thing people usually notice about your style?
I think unique. Unique is the word I'll go for because, it's intentional. So everything I pick, I always have it saying like if there's more than 500 pieces in the world, I don't want it. Yeah, so when people see whatever, I'm like, oh, where do you get this from? And then I have to tell them.
For me, I'll say elegant and relaxed.
Okay.
I don't have to come across as doing too much. Like, if it's too loud, I don't want it.
Fair. What's a recent piece from Duburu or otherwise that you're currently obsessed with?
No other but the Ngozi earrings from, by Raya.
Oh.
Do you remember?
Another one, well, from Duburu that I like or I'm obsessed with is there's a raffia bag from Detail Africa. There's a crossbody bag. Perfect time of the year. My favorite. Yeah, it's my favorite piece.
I love it too. Yeah. Are you more intuitive or intentional when getting dressed?
I would like to say both, but I think it's more intuitive. I will have a sense of what it is I'm wearing. It might not make sense in how it comes together, but I would just have a sense of, okay, maybe this will be the base and then things will just add on. So I'll just, put accessories together. I might know that, okay, I'm wearing this t-shirt and then, okay, you'll go joggers. And then as I start to put things together, it just flows.
I think for me, it's also a bit of both for me. Pretty much we'll start off with how I'm feeling. But you can't tell I'm sad. When I walk into the room, you can't look at me and say, girl, you're sad. No.
Wear all black and black.
But when it comes together, you can tell that, of course, I put some thought into it.
What's one fashion rule you've completely ignored?
Beauty is pain. You gotta be kidding me. You are who?
Beauty is pain.
You are who?
In the words of pretty hurts. Okay, so beauty is pain.
No. Beauty is pain is not for me. It must be comfortable. I mean, a little bit of discomfort with the corset sometimes if you're attending like a wedding, but not too much,
Squeeze.
Squeeze.
That waist.
No.
To be slim. Yeah. You can't even sit down well. The corsets are the funniest thing in African fashion.
A photo shoot.
Yeah.
A very short while, but if I have to dress up to go out for hours, beauty cannot be pain.
I think for me it's mixing jewelry or mixing metals. So I don't know if I have silver, I have gold, I have like all, I will put everything on as I feel.
We can see.
It works, okay?
We can see.
Okay? Don't play. It works. Like each hand has its own character.
I can see.
And its own thing. Okay, so it blends. That's what I'll say.
What kind of person do you feel like when you're at your best?
I would say off-duty celebrity. That's my go-to. You know how you have like you're decked up, you maybe have like your hat on, your jackets, your layers, and you're just strutting down the streets. we're head down as if like the paparazzi are taking your picture. We're just walking like I'm giving them a show, but I'm not in the mood for this. That's my alter ego, like off-duty celebrity. Just deck up and then strut.
I feel very confident and I'm my best version of myself.
Tell us about Duburu and the inspiration behind it. Duburu was born from a shared belief that African fashion deserved a more central space in like global fashion conversation. We both had a love for African fashion. It's one of the things that just brought us together as well. We always would show up with something unique, a distinct sense of heritage. And we started talking, having conversation around how people can find, discover and partake in what the African fashion conversation that was happening. Yeah, that's how it started.
And also moving here and also realizing how we couldn't find our favorite brands and how difficult it was to coordinate shopping from Africa.
So it was very personal for us.
Yeah.
And that was one thing we both connected on.
Yeah.
And we decided, you know what, let's find solutions to that. How can we make African fashion more accessible? How can we get people to discover what is good? There's a lot of noise in the market. There's a lot of brands, but what's good? It's a major sticky point. And how do we make it accessible to people? Duburu's name comes from the Igbo word Nduburu, meaning life is precious. How does that philosophy show up in the way we approach our day-to-day work?
It's reflective in the way that we engage with our brands. It's very important that we go about life thoughtfully, knowing that life is precious.
Yep.
The way we engage our customers, the way we curate our inventory, and in the way that we go about honoring the brands that we carry, ensuring that we are preserving their brand identity, and at the same time being very intentional about the way we're picking out our inventory. Most importantly, ensuring that
I think that intentionality is what cuts across everything. I'm not philosophical, so obviously life being precious, I have a fond appreciation for life, and to preserve that, intentionality is important. So there's a lot of back and forth that goes on between us on a daily basis to ensure, whether it's customers facing, brand facing, operations, we try as much as possible to be intentional. So that carries through in what we have on the site, or in what we source for the site, in how we put our messaging out there, who we talk to, how we talk to them, all of that. So it's a lot of
approaching everything that we do with thoughtfulness and care, very importantly. Life is precious indeed.
It sure is. How do we manage the quiet duality of living in the diaspora while holding tightly to where we come from? How do we personally relate to that experience, and how does it inform our contribution to Duburu?
So living in the diaspora, the first thing that will come to mind would be balancing evolution with preservation. Holding on to the things that we love, holding on to the things that represent our cultural heritage. And fashion is one way that we can carry a piece of home to any room that we work into.
Definitely true.
So that'll be that for me.
I think for us, and I think that's very core to Duburu mission, right?
Yeah.
We live abroad, so it's a part of our lives right now. But how do you keep that heritage? How do you keep that sense of self that you grew up with? How do you keep a piece of you with you? I think when people move abroad, especially if you move abroad as an adult or as an older adult, you tend to struggle with balancing that duality, right? How do you keep yourself while integrating into a new society? So I think Duburu helps to balance that mission.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's also very easy to lose yourself if you're not intentional about, preserving your cultural heritage. How do you ensure honoring heritage feels personal rather than performative?
Personally, it stems from way back, a lot of African fashion can seemingly come off as costumey, as made for special occasions. I think for me, there's a deep appreciation for African fashion that fits into my daily lifestyle. You know, uniqueness is at the core of it. Having quality pieces is at the core of it. So being able to take that with me everywhere, it's a personal mission, right? It's just how I like to express myself. So I always seek out ways for self-expression more so than, oh, I need to be in this because this is where the trends are at, you know, or I need to be in this because this is what's popular, or this is what everyone's into.
Yeah, but African fashion has moved past that a long time ago, though. You know,
True.
Most of the outfits don't look costumey anymore, or
True.
not too traditional.
Yeah.
They're very versatile now.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though they're still preserving the core of, you know, our cultural heritage.
Yeah, I think living in the diaspora, once you have an understanding of your personal style,
Yeah.
and then you look for how to incorporate that heritage
Yeah,
piece,
yeah.
it balances out because
Yeah,
you live here.
absolutely.
You know, you're not going to a special function every day.
What does it mean that African fashion is a source, not a trend?
You know, there's a lot of discourse in the global space around, I don't want to say stealing from black people, but there's a lot of conversation around that. But for a very long time, I feel like Africa has also just been that resource hub where the world pulls from. And you will see it even in fashion. You will see, I mean, there's a long list of fashion houses or major fashion houses pulling, whether it's, I've gotten this special fabric that is used by the people in Lesotho, or the Mara fabric that was pulled by Louis Vuitton. So there's like all these different major fashion houses that pull a lot of inspiration from Africa. I think what it is that Africa is very culturally rich. So when we present anything fashion-wise, it's unique, right? It carries story, it carries meaning. And the world responds to it that way. They like what they see, and then they try to incorporate it into things. So that depth is what provides foundation, or I'll call it like that depth is what makes it the source.
Yeah.
You know? And that other things are built up off.
Yeah.
Not saying it's not cut across other parts of the world, but just saying that depth is what makes African fashion the source.
Basically, trend is temporary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Describe Duburu's purpose in 30 seconds. Duburu is here to resolve the friction customers experience shopping from Africa. Duburu is here to make African fashion more accessible, and Duburu is here to add a layer of trust to customers who are unfamiliar with African fashion brands.
That was like 2 minutes.
Oh, I forgot. 30 seconds.
It said 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Duburu is that online store for African, where there's discoverability of African fashion. The quality has already been curated for you, so you know you're getting something high quality.
I need to know how this is different from what I've just said. I just want to abuse the 30
I was
seconds.
trying to like do mine in 30 seconds, but okay. How would you build trust with African designers that have been burned by retailers?
Through consistency, transparency, and respect for their brand integrity. They need to feel that we are building a long-term relationship in the way we go about communicating with the brands and being open about, you know, what the expectations should be, agreeing on fair terms, and also not just treating our relationship like a short-term transaction. So what brands are currently on Duburu, and how do you onboard new designers?
We've got Axe, we've got Adele Dejak from Kenya, Axe from Ghana, Superb Crafted Raffia, Chef's Kiss, Adele Dejak from Ghana. She's dressed Beyonce before we play. We've got Detail Africa from Nigeria. We've got Jude Ben Halim,
Emily in Paris.
Sculptural, like I mean they're designers' favorite, celebrities' favorite. We've got Raya. I like their jewelry. It's like standout stuff.
All the time.
Who else? Refining. They've got more subtle, I think they've got more richer storytelling with their Refining and Raya have a lot of richness to the storytelling.
Yeah.
I like Raya is more, they have the gemstones.
Yes,
like
Raya
the
is more colorful.
It's more colorful,
Yeah.
so it's very standoutish.
Yeah.
Refining is more heritage.
Yes.
Am I missing anyone?
Pishilik from South Africa.
Pishulik from South Africa.
Yeah.
Yes, they
The
also
earrings
have,
are from
yeah.
Pishilik. And the way we go about onboarding,
Oh yeah.
we follow the brands that we have on our watch list. For the ones that we've onboarded, we have followed for months, and the ones that we're going to onboard, we're already following actively. We look at the reviews. We even go as far as ordering items from the brand. For
Yep.
some, we have visited their workshop, and we have a panel of Duburu select few that look at the pieces and vet them and join the selection process for selecting the final pieces and make it to the website.
Shout out to our select few.
Shout out to our select few guys.
If you write it down, appreciate them.
So yeah, it's quite a process, but we go the extra mile to ensure that, you know, that trust layer that we have promised, we're delivering it to our customers.
Where do you see African fashion in a global conversation 5 years from now?
Yeah, so less of a niche and more integrated into the global fashion conversation.
We want to be a part of that. We want to be that home place that people refer to when you think about African fashion being a part of the global conversation.
Absolutely. What advice would you give your younger self?
Trust your instincts early. Growing up, you realize that we all co-create this world, and your instincts are important. They're yours to be a part of the conversation.
I'll say do it afraid, do it anyway. Explore, don't feel embarrassed to walk away from one hobby to another. Try out many things. It's okay to be a photographer, it's okay to be a chef at the same time, a fashion designer at the same time, a hairstylist at the same time, a doctor, a lawyer, and everything you want to be. It's okay to be everything.
True.
As you get older, you would narrow it down to exactly what you enjoy doing the most.
Yep.
But don't let anyone box you in a corner.
What if you do again if you had to start with $0? Technically, then we started with $0. Times are hard. Okay, we start from $0.
With $0, step one will be to build a community.
Which is exactly, technically that's exactly what we did. We started building our community, talking about African fashion, getting involved, you know, in the conversation, started speaking with brands and vendors and putting ourselves out there. So even before Duburu itself was a store online, we had started talking to vendors, we had started showing up at events.
Today you're the accountant, the content creator, the graphic designer.
Yeah, every blessed thing.
Yeah.
We've done it all. Thank you, Mint Slayers, for having us. We appreciate this. We truly do.
Yeah, we appreciate what you do.
We love what you do. Keep doing it. African fashion to the world. We're all on this mission together. And you can follow us on Instagram, all social media platforms at Duburu Official. Do check out the website, duburu.com.
Yes, please, guys. Like and subscribe. See you next time.